me.
Swear we gon' die every day. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. We been here, lived here, open borders, got deported off of rights. Kidnapped, bitch slapped, blacked out, covered up, washed white. Drugged up, slugged up, beat bread, left for dead, fuck your life. It's all the plan, kill your man, take your land, slave your kids, rape your wife. Why y'all look so mad if all this shit I say is true? Why y'all look so mad if all this shit happened to you? White man quick to tell you was a slave, nothing before. He himself only been free since 1840. Don't record it. I'm an ancient Egyptian from Atlantis, head straight for Canada, that's Israel. Nothing fake about me, no capping rapping. I just fed the ink and I'm digital. No caveman, I'm original. Kentucky fried, extra crispy. Where a lot of gold, cause my family history. I'm the guy to know will bring death to history. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Power, only respect power. Respect power. What's been said can't be said no louder. Stand for something, or you die a coward. They bombed our churches, set our kids on fire. Police keep embracing cause they backed up by the nation. Nation ain't complaining cause the Indians still hanging. Comanche, Sioux, Apache, ain't no history in blackness. No reason for that chatting if you bitch up when it's action. AR on my body, tell the boat to grab the shot. It loading up the new edition, finna hit him with this bobby. I can't shoot the shit, but 30 should miss. 54 races, 104 is click. Anytime in prison, they don't want the shit. They don't want the problems. Snitches get the stick. Talking all that hatred, end up running like a bitch. Quick to call the laws, quick to play the bitch. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came.
Hey, Tiff for Tat.
What's good with it?
Yeah, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. The truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't legalized. Realize, realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize, realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize, realize. Realize. Yeah, slavery was a long time ago. How? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much, they scared of us. Children of the feeling, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America, pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Even if the playing field, bitch, I'm damned. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe her. Colonized came here, they ain't never leave her. Indians ain't die off cause we heard. You ain't got a lot just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous? 400 years still ain't get rid of us. All Europeans, naturalized citizens. Made all the Indians, niggas on the census. 1492, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights, gave us amendment. Think I don't speak truth, that's alright. First slave 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent, all white. Europe named after a black woman, alright. Grafted it come from us, do your research. Go within, quit listening to the teacher. And the nuclear got voice coming out the speaker. Cut our trees down and made us weaker. Relay for another shit gets deeper. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aboriginal, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up everybody, don't be no sheep. Freedom ain't free, really freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. White act like we can't see their advantages. Privilege is real, they working in management. Low down dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Been lied to, I got built up anger. You built everything, still waiting on the savior. Don't call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to you oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read when we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there to gotta pay attention. We got ancestors but the papers is missing. Kings and queens we just can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon killers still walk around free? Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I've stated. Streets to the press, somebody gotta say it. I'm taking out of school, that's the reason I made it. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. It ain't my story. It ain't my story. History is his story. It's his story. Probably ain't your story. History is his story. It's his story. It's his story.
All right, we gonna do one more. What up, Drake?
Pudding.
This is my shit, y'all. Every day I bang this. Hold up. Hold up. What up, country?
Ever since a youngin', I've been running, getting to the cake. Dog, you ain't 100, this 100. Let me demonstrate. If she ain't got brains, then I ain't tryna penetrate. And if you ain't a stand-up needy, you could get your dinner ate. I ain't buying all that real shit. Dog, you benefit to go on a dinner date. Now we on the interstate. Might be a rookie in the game, but I've been a great. And we about autonomy, dog. We ain't tryna integrate. No. Man, we ain't tryna integrate. Was broke back then, now the youngest seeing different kick. We don't go on feelings, we just make sure that the business straight. And if you ain't an intellect, then you can't get a penetrate. Local need you, now I'm getting love all in different states. Gotta need you, if you ain't got scars, then you can't relate. Preach the niggas, I'm just trying to make sure that my people straight. Woke nigga in a sleep world, trying to keep awake. Man, I'm just trying to keep awake. Bodies dropping in my city, damn Perry, keep awake. How another black man, your op, make it make sense. When the system got y'all niggas going through the same shit. Ever since a youngin', I've been running, getting to the cake. Dog, you ain't 100, this 100, let me demonstrate. If she ain't got brains, then I ain't trying to penetrate. And if you ain't a stand-up needy, you could get your dinner ate. I ain't buying all that real shit. Dog, you benefit to go on a dinner date. Now we on the interstate. Might be a rookie in the game, but I've been a great. And we about autonomy, dog, we ain't trying to integrate. Say you shoot, what's your resume? Let me see the proof, drilling shit. We a gang gat, let me see your troops. Getting money, pull up stunting on them. Let me see your crew. Genocide, they pointing weapons at you. You don't even shoot. Real nigga, how you say you real? You don't lay your peach, family man. Ride, feed your family, nigga, fuck the streets. Sliding on each other when the government the enemy. If we come together, we got power, nigga, in the beef. For real, nigga, in the beef. You ain't getting money, ain't no reason to be in the streets. Striving to be legends, we ain't trying to be a memory. And now you ain't my nigga, you my Niji Aborigine. Ever since a youngin', I've been running, getting to the cake. Dog, you ain't 100, this 100, let me demonstrate. If she ain't got brains, then I ain't trying to penetrate. And if you ain't a stand-up Niji, you could get your dinner ate. I ain't buying all that bullshit, dog, you benefit. To go on a dinner date, now we on the interstate. Might be a rookie in the game, but I've been a great. And we about autonomy, dog, we ain't trying to integrate. We ain't trying to integrate with none of y'all.
None of y'all.
Autonomy will be equality.
Whoop.
Can open.
Grand Rising, beloveds. Grand Rising, King Ty.
Grand Rising, brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah, I forgot about my clean cut intro I made. I'm proud of myself. Hold up, baby.
Since 12, this gateway is opened up. Now your higher selves are ready to join you again. You're ready to come back to God. That's when the revelation comes and the earth goes through this abyss. The underworld, the earth literally flips inside out. And your higher selves rejoin you. When the stars are right, now the great old one will plunge from other worlds through the sky and rise again from the depths of sleep. You have been asleep. The people under the underworld have been asleep since the last, and they're getting ready to rise up and go back in you. You got a house, your black dot. It's the gate where God comes through, your higher self comes through. But there's a demon that sits on that particular gate that you call the devil. Actually, the black dot is the melon, and it's the black hole.
You see that Ty, I had to screw and chop it.
Yeah, you kind of choppy, though.
Oh, I'm choppy.
Yeah.
What about now?
Grand Rising, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the first edition of Raw and Uncut Truth with Nami and myself. We're going to be doing open discussions once a week on Nami's page and myself. So be sure y'all subscribe to all of Nami's pages and my pages so you don't miss a beat. All is welcome. We just ask that everybody respect everybody's views and opinions. And if y'all want the raw and uncut truth, then subscribe and tune in.
Tiff's hat said I sound good. Ty.
Yeah, you sound good now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was a lot going on this weekend. I really don't pay attention to the news like that. I just tap in a little bit. So I uploaded some clips and me and Ty gonna chop it up. So yeah. Let me get started on the clips. And then it's an open panel, you know.
Like I said, once again, all is welcome, but we ask everybody to respect everybody and their opinions and their views. And let's chop it up and break these lying motherfuckers down.
Tried to smuggle cocaine into the county jail.
Attorney David Casals is accused of multiple felonies, according to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. PBSO stating that Casals attempted to disguise legal documents saturated in cocaine into the jail. The Sheriff's Department obtained an arrest warrant on the following charges: trafficking cocaine, a first-degree felony; delivery of cocaine and introduction of contraband into a county facility, all felonies. Doug Rudman is a former prosecutor and now a defense attorney. He says the way the jail system works, when it comes to visitation, family members use video conferencing.
Because of the attorney-client relationship, you are given the opportunity to be able to visit with your client face-to-face, strategize with your client face-to-face, review documents with that client face-to-face.
Rudman says upon entering the jail, attorneys must present their bar card, a valid driver's license, and the sheriff's office verifies whether an attorney is in good standing with the Florida bar.
No doubt the Palm Beach County Jail is going to be looking and revisiting their policies and procedures.
According to his profile on the Florida bar, Casals has been practicing law in Florida since 2000 and has a law office in Broward County. I spoke with Casals' attorney, Michael Salnick, by phone. He told me his client surrendered himself, bonded out, and is pleading not guilty.
Ain't that some shit, Ty?
Yeah,
How the fuck do you saturate documents in cocaine and you got a bond?
that's what I said. Like I said, it don't surprise me none because it was a situation like that up my way too, where the undercover officer was doing some shit like that. Ain't it funny how the shit works when these motherfuckers get in trouble though? But let that have been a regular nigga on the street or something, or a correctional officer or some shit. Wouldn't got no damn involved.
Yeah. But them hoes scrambling right now. The government is actually scrambling. A lot of people don't pay attention to politics and they getting swept. The swamp is draining. They're just trying to keep you distracted so you don't know that while laws are being passed.
Right.
So let me go to the next one.
People who were killed in last week's Bronx high-rise fire.
The victims being honored today, the youngest is just 2 years old, all have ties to Gambia. Services are later this morning at the Islamic Cultural Center on East 166th Street. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands is live in the Bronx with more for us. Good morning, Shantae.
Good morning, Michelle and Tony. Dozens of people are streaming in now to that mosque for the funeral service. It's for 15 of the 17 people killed in that apartment building fire that service will be held here today. That white tent is where people will go. That's part of the community and politicians. The actual relatives and friends will be allowed inside. That group of people that you see right now, that is the women's line waiting to get on the women's side of the mosque. Now, only, again, family and friends are allowed inside. This is about 2 miles away from the high rise where the fire started 1 week ago today. The youngest victim was just 2 years old. The oldest was 50. A funeral for all but 2 of them were held at the Islamic Cultural Center of the Bronx. A separate service for a younger brother and sister was held in Harlem on Wednesday. The fire started from a space heater inside a third-floor apartment at Twin Park's Northwest apartment building in Tremont. The front doors to the apartments did not automatically close behind the tenants when they fled. It caused the stairwells to quickly fill with smoke. One of the 15 people killed, 8 of them were children. We spoke with the man named Haji.
So my question is, like, what is all these people from Gambia doing at a mosque, Islamic mosque in the Bronx, and why isn't this being publicized as a terrorist act instead of a space heater killing all those people? Like, a space
Right.
heater for all those people,
Right. Right.
and like I don't understand. Like, religion, when they throw religion in it's a whole bunch of questions for me. And when it's foreigners, I don't know. you know,
Definitely got the question when there's some foreigners involved. And then the real question is, you feel me? You got to question everything. The foreigners, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way they just concocted the damn story like that. It makes you wonder if it's a damn cover up shit. You feel me? And then the question is, as far as these high rises go, okay, let's just say it happened the way they said it happened. You feel me? How the fuck does a space heater, you know what I'm saying, start a huge ass fire like that? Like, why wasn't no inspection done to the building? I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be some yearly inspections or something to the damn building or something. You feel me? Like shit just don't randomly happen like that.
it just don't be adding up. Let me go to the next one. I think I uploaded a video where they actually they tell you it's a false flag. So like they're trying to create a whole bunch of different chaos wars, but social media is a dignified tool that they're gonna use to reel in this order that they're gonna create. But first they have to create the chaos. So
Right.
they keep you distracted with bullshit while the real shit going on in politics. So yeah, let me go to the next one.
Club, the local school defending the Satan Club. It's sponsored by the Satanic Temple of the United States. The club claims it will help kids learn benevolence and empathy as well as, quote, personal sovereignty. We're going to the source in the story. Lucienne Graves is with the Satanic Temple and joins us tonight. Mr. Graves, thanks so much for coming on. So I have to ask, are parents complaining that there's an after-school Satan Club at their children's school?
Some are, but they don't have to send their children to the program. It's available for parents who do want to send their children to the program, and it's there as an alternative to religious clubs that are made to proselytize to children. Ours doesn't include items of religious opinion. It doesn't include indoctrination. It just has a self-directed learning program with trained educators there to help guide the children through different activities and projects that they want to engage in.
Where are the Satan clubs trained educators trained? Is there a Satan School of Theology?
No, we've got educators who have volunteered with us. We vet them. We do the criminal background checks that aren't required of after-school clubs and haven't been required of any of the religious clubs because we want to be responsible about this. And we make sure that they understand the curriculum, they understand what we want to do in this program, and that they're able to execute that.
So, I love your use of the word execute. So have any school administrators said, look, I know you can lecture me about religious freedom, but you're a Satan club, but we're not going to let little kids go to the Satan club. Is anybody, or are they just passive like everyone else in America and kind of letting it happen?
Well, that's not being passive. That's understanding what the law is.
Hey, Miss Beverly.
Some of my bitches is bold, ain't they?
Yeah, and the thing about it, this man been going on Satan Club campaigns for years.
These some of my bitches
but they took
is
the
bold.
Bible out. They took the Bible out the school, right? But they they trying to replace it with the Baphomet, Satan club or whatever. But
ain't that some shit? You take the Bible out of school and our kids can't learn about real history, but these motherfuckers can learn about Satan and shit though. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Like what type of ass backward shit is this? Y'all motherfuckers is bold. Y'all motherfuckers is bold, I tell you. Ain't that a bitch?
What it do, Bugs? Yeah, they on some Psyop shit 24/7. But I'm gonna prove it when I get to 3 more videos. Okay. Now that's your video.
These motherfuckers are scared. How
I
the
don't.
fuck?
I don't fuck with China.
How the fuck? These dirty motherfuckers build an artificial sun and shit. And it's
Hey,
supposed to be
Coleman.
20 times hotter than the actual sun. Like, how the fuck? And then U.S. is supporting and helping with this shit? Ain't that a
Yeah,
bitch?
yeah. I had wrote down the names of all the people who are sponsoring this fake sun, and I believe the United States is one of them.
Yeah, they helping sponsor that shit and helping China with this shit. And they helping them with something else. You feel me? That was just, you feel me, the start of it. You feel me?
I
That was the
mean,
start
but if
helping them with
they
that artificial shit.
they can come up with an artificial sun in the lab, what makes people not wake up to what else them motherfuckers is doing to us already?
Exactly. I can only imagine what they
They
helping
walking
concoct
around
up
with
next.
them. They walk around with them blue motherfucking masks. In China, put it's a certain kind of mask to say electronics on. It's a blue mask, right? It's come from China. People from China make the mask, right? It got like a strip bar under the white part. You gotta take that part out because like
I
why
heard
would
about that shit too. That's why I don't fuck with the mask no more.
especially not them blue ones. Them blue ones is a trap.
Yeah, I don't fuck with the blue masks no more.
Better do research on your mask before you put them on your face. And like I wear my mask outside because the chemtrails is what's making people sick.
Right.
So now is a good time for the N95 mask. I wear it outside, you know. I don't just wear it inside around people. I wear it outside like going to my car. But yeah, you really gotta question everything that you think these people care about you. These people don't give a fuck about civilization. They trying to create their own smart world. You know what I mean?
Right. They trying to get them Georgia Guidestones done. Y'all have it already. Do research on the Georgia Guidestones. That should have fucked your mind up.
Yeah. It's in that movie. I did research on the Georgia Guidestones like 4 years ago. Um but it's in that movie with Morgan Freeman too. Who is God or what is God or something when he traveling the
Yeah,
whole earth.
yeah. I
Yeah.
seen the previews on that movie. I'm gonna have to check that motherfucker out.
Yeah, they got some gems in that movie. But yeah, let me go to the next video because I got like
Russia is taking steps that end up an all-out war. That's the serious warning coming from the U.S. after meetings all across Europe this week aimed at trying to get Russia to back its troops away from the Ukrainian border. Well, guess what we're learning now? Guess what U.S. intel shows now? That the Kremlin may be setting itself up to launch an attack on its own forces and then try and blame Ukraine about it. Here's the White House press secretary, Jen Psaki. She says the U.S. thinks that plan is already happening.
We have information that indicates Russia has already pre-positioned a group of operatives to conduct a false flag operation in eastern Ukraine.
Again, basically, Russian saboteurs going into Ukraine to stage an attack on Russia so they have a pretext to then invade. A U.S. official is also telling us here at NBC News that Russians are taking the fight online, too, by trying to, quote, sow divisions on social media and justify some kind of an intervention or attack. Look at this. Ukraine says 70 government sites got hit with a cyber attack overnight. And the cyber attack displayed a rather ominous message: be afraid and expect the worst. You also see the Ukrainian flag at the top right of the message with a line crossed through it. Carol Lee is following all of this from the White House. And it's a lot, Carol, right? Mm-hmm. And let me sort of start with the idea that this is still kind of a guessing game by the Biden administration in many ways. They're not in Putin's head. They don't know what Vladimir Putin necessarily wants to do, but they're looking at this intel showing a possible false flag operation, and I think the concern level is really high.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Hallie. They have
don't have a clue of what Putin is going to do. Obviously, they can guess. He's amassed tens of thousands of troops on the border, and they're prepared for whether if he crosses the border and invades Ukraine again, but they don't know. And so what you're seeing here is them try to telegraph publicly, listen, this is, you know this, you covered the White House. They don't release intelligence. They don't declassify things.
So who you think is the messiest out of that whole clip?
Shit, every damn thing. Shit.
No, the United States. How the fuck you gonna come and tell on Russia what they plan to do to Ukraine?
Right. And then you putting up a false flag operation.
Then it said false flag operation. That's a whole psyop in your face. They letting you know what they plan to do.
Exactly. But we supposed to trust these motherfuckers, right?
Nah, I don't trust them motherfuckers at all. Yeah, but let me go to the next one. I want to finish these clips.
Right now, when you look up 22nd Street in Jacksonville's Brentwood neighborhood, you can see one man holding up cash and the other one flipping off the camera, while the other one's holding what appears to be a gun. News 4 Jax reporter Allison Henning joining us live near that area. Allison, what are people saying about this?
We're shocked that is what those two people decided to do when they saw the Google car driving down the street here. Neighbors say it's sad to see and believe it makes their neighborhood look bad.
When you go to Street View on Google Maps, you're probably used to scrolling your way down a roadway and seeing houses, trees, and cars, but nothing quite like this. This Street View image from 22nd Street on Jacksonville's north side has been drawing attention.
That's right up the street. That's that way. That's crazy. Wow. That's incredible.
You can clearly see two young men with blurred faces standing in the driveway, but people seem to have different views on exactly what they're holding up. Okay, so what do you see in this picture here?
Take the shades. Look like some young guys with a whole bunch of cash in their hand. It looks like that guy's holding a gun, and it looks like this guy's got cash, and he's flipping whatever the camera is taking a picture of.
Regardless of exactly what's being held up, locals say the image still carries a negative connotation.
This is the area that we live in, and this is what's going on nowadays.
Is that sad to see?
It is sad to see, and it's sad to see as young people doing it, but that's what we're living in now.
We stopped by the house on 22nd Street today. The windows were boarded up and the front door cracked open. Neighbors say it's been that way for a while. This Street View image was taken in March this year.
That's clearly trap, aka bando.
What kind of dumbass shit is that? They really dumbing it down. They really high tech before they know how you're gonna commit a crime before you commit the crime, and they actually can stop a lot of crimes because they tech part is so up to date. They just watering it down and put it on the news like they acting stupid. I don't blame the dudes throwing up the money. I blame the camera guy. You see they doing that. Why would you capture that? That's a part of their agenda.
Right.
You know, to make shit look worse than what it is, just to let you know they upgrade, like they've been upgraded their technology. Like in a part of Houston that I'm from, it's like the countryside of the city. The city is the south side. The south side got a police station in front of every apartment complex, right?
Damn.
But they don't stop the crime. Like if you watch the Houston news, the south side is on the news like for some shit that they can prevent because they have so much surveillance. They're creating the chaos. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And they crooked. Like the Houston Police Department is crooked. Like they're gangsters themselves. So, but yeah. Oh, look at this shit right here. Okay, you see that shit? That's AI covering their
Correct.
faces, right?
Correct.
So if you have AI like and you have camera surveillance on the street, you can't see the license plate, and then at the end you asking for a tip, like you you asking for a 1-800 tip line, like who
What
they
type of
just
shit is that? Make that
they
make
just play
sense.
these type of games though. So yeah. Oh, you got one more.
COVID patients from getting worse.
I think Canadians should be very happy today to hear that the oral antivirals are beginning to become available in Canada.
According to Pfizer's clinical trial data, in high-risk adults who've tested positive for COVID-19, Paxlovid is 89% effective at preventing hospitalizations or death, relief that can't come soon enough.
Canada has already received the first shipment of more than 30,000 treatment courses of Paxlovid, with another 120,000 on the way in February and March.
Unlike a vaccine, Paxlovid doesn't target the spike protein, which can mutate, but instead it hacks the virus's ability to build copies of itself, regardless of which variant it is. But the two-pill treatment can only be prescribed within the first 5 days of symptoms, so access to testing is critical.
We need to have very few barriers to testing and very few barriers to care to really start this, because the clock starts ticking once someone gets infected. Obviously, this is a very promising development, but of course, there's still some work that lies ahead.
Paxlovid isn't for everyone who tests positive, just the most vulnerable. If they can be kept out of hospitals, it'll take the pressure off.
The elective surgery, the cancer screening, all the stuff needs to get done. That's really important for the average Canadian, I think, because there's a lot of people who are going to die during the pandemic, from the pandemic, but not from COVID.
Health officials acknowledge the bulk of
Now hear this bullshit. And then you see how he just finally admitted half of the people dying, but it ain't from the COVID, right? That man just fucking admitted that shit. At least with this damn COVID pill, at least they give you some of the damn side effects this time. Unlike they did with that bullshit ass vaccine. At least they give you some of the side effects this time.
Some.
For real, some. They give a couple side effects to it. Shit.
I don't give a damn what side effects. A pill, a shot, a cream. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm not fucking with the Fauci ouchie at all.
I'm definitely not fucking with it.
It ain't about the side effects. It ain't about the virus. It ain't about none of that shit. Y'all ain't about to make me no patent.
And then it also got motherfucking microchips in that shit. Like, what type of shit is it? You want me to take some shit that's not only gonna cause me possible cancer, but with a fucking microchip in it? You got to be out your goddamn mind.
You want me to take some shit? The person who made it ain't even took the shit. The fuck?
Exactly. Make that make sense.
The fuck? You better go tell your mama to take that motherfucking shit. Nah.
and then I gotta say this, you feel me? For all my, elderly and older people, sisters and brothers, you feel me? We got to stop, as soon as we catch this shit, go to the hospital. If y'all got a personal doctor, physician, or anything that you can call, you feel me? Y'all call them first before y'all go to the hospital. Because it's mighty funny how everybody that always catch this shit automatically goes to the hospital and get put on a damn ventilator before they even try anything else. And then a couple days later, they're magically gone. Like, we got to stop going to the goddamn hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Going to the people who making you sick. First of all, if you ain't fucking sick, how the fuck do they get paid?
Exactly.
You're going to the people who gave you the shit in the first place. I don't know if the shot is like when you get the flu shot, they put the flu in a vial and
it is. That's
basically
what it is.
Hell, motherfucking nah. Y'all ain't finna.
That's basically what it is. That's why Most of the time when people get the shit, you hear them say, "Oh, well, I was sick for maybe a day or two, and then I was fine," type shit. How the fuck do you get sick right away after getting this so-called fucking vaccine that's supposed to help with something? That don't even make fucking sense. Like that's ass backwards to me. How the fuck I'm gonna get sick right away when I'm already taking this shit? You feel me? Trying
It's
not to get
because
no
they
fucking sick.
making you sick. It's because they making you
Exactly.
sick. And then they got a 75-year insurance policy on you being an experiment. The fuck?
But we can't. But they can't be liable though. Ain't
Make
that a
that shit
bitch?
make sense.
They can't be liable though. Ain't that a bitch?
If I can't do eye for an eye, you shoot me and I shoot you with the vibe, bitch, you ain't putting that shit in me. And I
Yeah,
suggest if you got that shit, you detox all the fuck you can. Stop eating meats, all that shit, because you didn't put something in your body and you don't even know how it's gonna adjust 3 to 6 months from now.
definitely take care of yourselves. And like I said, if you do happen to have the vaccine and you catch COVID, you know what I'm saying? If you got a personal doctor or physician, like I said, call them first before you just automatically go to the damn hospital. Because like I said, the hospital only there, you know what I'm saying? They put you on the ventilator for a couple days to get their status quoted, and then you're automatically gone, which is bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. So yeah, this is the last video how I feel about the news because I don't be, you know, I think everything is psyop. I think I'm perfectly fine thinking like that too. I know what I
Yeah,
research, you know. If you
right,
don't research,
right.
you can't just, know how they coming. You gotta research your enemy. The government is my only enemy.
Got a question here.
Thank you, Uncle Sam. There's Uncle Sam, everybody. Uncle Sam, thank you. Now our country's being totally destroyed. There's been such destruction. It's not even believable. And, you see it every day, practically every day. It's all promises. It's all things that they never had any intention of keeping. What they've done to energy, we're energy independent. What they've done to energy is so bad. And that's causing a big part of the inflation. The mandates are a disaster for this country. It's causing another big part of, when you look at what's happening with the economy, the mandates are just absolutely decimating our economy. And we did a good thing. We have almost 300 federal judges on the bench now during my administration and 3 Supreme Court justices. And they're very good people, and they've been doing a good job, and they have some they did a good decision, a big decision on mandates, but I'll tell you what, they have some big decisions coming up, so we're lucky to have them on the bench. It's no wonder that the Joe Biden approval ratings have now crashed well into the 20s. That's a low one. And some people say they're actually much below that. How do you do that? The only one lower is Kamala. Kamala's lower. And the polls show that if an election were held today, we would trounce them so badly in a landslide in every way.
I laughed at that.
Wow.
He said the only one is Kamala. But yeah.
People be getting down and talking about you. But if you look back, I think it was in like the 80s or the 90s. He told y'all what he was gonna do when he became president. I don't know why everybody acts surprised. It ain't his fault that y'all didn't pay attention back then.
Who you talking about, Biden?
No, no. He did a little interview. I think it was back in the 80s or the 90s. And he basically told me, you know what I'm saying, some of the shit, you know what I'm saying, that he was gonna do when he got in office. My motherfuckers didn't really pay attention to that shit though.
Shit, Biden did too. There's the link if anyone wants to come up and say hi from the panel. But yeah, Ty, everything, all that shit is a psyop.
For real, for real.
They can't outdo Mother Nature if they is putting together a fake sun. But that make you think, what else the fuck they doing?
Yeah.
Nothing new under the sun.
You feel me? They fucking with natural nature and shit. You feel me? Putting chemicals in the damn air and shit. They got a chemical for damn near everything, I believe. Cause I'm
Oh, hey,
telling you,
Blue.
as a kid, it used to be this shit. You feel me? That straight like across the sky and shit. I used to see this plane and shit, and it used to have little streaks across the sky. I'm telling you, every time I seen that motherfucking shit getting sprayed and shit, me and my friends got into a fight. Like every time. Like it got to the point where I stayed in the house for damn near 2 summers type shit. Cause I got tired of looking up and fighting. You feel me? The same motherfuckers every goddamn day.
Yeah, they did have experiments where they were putting chemtrails to make people fight and stuff.
Like straight up, that shit real. You feel me? And I didn't even really think about it or realize it. You know what I'm saying? Until I got older and started doing research and shit. And I used to always wonder as a kid, like, what the fuck is that shit that the planes is spraying and going in the sky? At first, I thought it was just the motherfuckers was doing tricks and shit just because of how the streaks would go in the damn sky. And then, like I said, later on, I would get into a fight with the same motherfucker. And I got to the point like, wait a minute, something ain't right here.
Shit, when them full moons hit, all the chaos be abrupting.
Ain't
People
that
be
the
trying
truth?
to tear each other heads off during them full moons. That's why I be trying to protect my energy. Or if
Ain't that the truth?
if I'm not balanced, I try to get that shit out before the next day, the new moon.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Yep, this is true, Ted. Like the Truman Show.
Shit be crazy, man. I'm telling y'all, man, we got to wake up and rise up before it's too late, man. When the shit come down to it, man, y'all gonna be stuck with the bullshit. And don't trust nothing these motherfuckers say. Always do the extra and proper research.
Yep, always do your own research. The research behind the research is what's the research. Not just like
Hey, that's the truth, though.
for real. Because
That's the
once you
truth.
dig, you
You got
gotta
to
keep
double check
digging and
everything.
keep digging and keep digging down that rabbit hole. Like shit going on that you be like, man, that shit ain't going. Yeah, yes, the fuck it is, and here's the proof.
He's right. And sometimes you got to double check the proof on top of the proof. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure.
Yep.
Because there's something about with some shit that make you think it's the damn truth and put a damn lie in there too. These motherfuckers definitely be tricky.
Their job is to keep you dumb down. They're doing their job. But
Ain't that
it's
the
your job
motherfucking
to
truth?
wake up and figure out.
And I'ma also say this. Don't think, and I repeat, don't think that we say just because they blocked Biden's mandate. I repeat, don't think we say just because they blocked that man's mandate. They only did that so they can push these damn pills with the microchips and shit in. You know what I'm saying? So don't think we completely safe just because he said, okay, we ain't gonna mandate it to where motherfuckers will start quitting and shit. You feel me? Nah, they just did that, you feel me? Because they got the pill now with the actual microchip. You know what I'm saying? And especially for us hard headed motherfuckers that's not getting that shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? But don't think, like I said, we completely safe. That is true. That is true, my baby. You feel me? That is very true. That is very, very true. You feel me? Y'all see, you feel me? They blatantly say false flag. It makes you wonder if all the other shit was false flags too. shit like shit like 9/11.
And
Shit.
was. Nah, just what?
What else was a big ass event? I mean, big ass chaos shit that happened like that. It was something else. What, damn, what was? Because I know 9/11 was some bullshit. They can't tell me no goddamn different. That was some bullshit. The saddest part about it is y'all treat these damn foreigners like motherfucking queens and kings and shit. Y'all never check them shit. But other nigga like me go to the damn airport and shit. I'm getting checked for every goddamn thing. They check my luggage. You feel me? Putting the microscopic thing to check all in my bag. But I ain't check these motherfuckers. Ain't that a bitch? And these motherfuckers not only shit kill us, they kill their goddamn self trying to kill us.
That's a
Y'all should
whole
be
nother
checking
topic.
these motherfuckers first. Shit. See the difference with us. You feel me? Us Americans and them. See, we just gonna plain up kill you. We ain't gonna kill ourselves in the process. Them crazy motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They will kill us and kill themselves in the process of trying to kill us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that the truth? Fucking with the weather and shit, putting certain weather and shit in places that it don't belong. I've been to this fucking with the weather since the goddamn kid, though. Yeah, they be fucking with natural order above fucking Mother Nature. Mother Nature don't be that goddamn upset with us. She straight up, Mother Nature don't be that goddamn upset with us.
True,
Goddamn it, putting these damn.
Mother Nature went to work this weekend. All kind of tsunamis.
See that might be slightly. You know what I'm saying? She might be pissed off just a little bit.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? The tsunami
volcanoes
is something because she
erupting.
might be pissed off a little bit.
Yeah, better get in line with Mother Earth.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as these damn snow and all this other extra shit, she ain't that goddamn pissed off. She ain't that goddamn pissed off. You feel me? The tsunami is just something that should be like, all right now, motherfuckers, you gotta tighten up around this motherfucker now. Y'all don't wake me up with this bullshit now. That snow and all that extra shit, that's them motherfuckers. That's them motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, China admitting to messing with the weather this year too.
See what I'm saying?
They tell you what they doing. People just don't pay attention.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm motherfucking saying? It don't surprise me about China though. Hell, they can make a fake ass sun for they goddamn what you call it. For they goddamn country. Ain't no telling what the fuck they can come up with to help fuck with the weather here. I can only imagine what the U.S. is helping them with as far as they weapon now. Shit, to help them make the goddamn artificial sun. Shit. What else are they gonna help them come up with? Clearly, it wasn't meant for no sun to be in the goddamn China, or it would have been a goddamn sun there in the first goddamn place. But no, it wasn't meant for y'all. Yeah, damn it wasn't meant. Shit. And then it makes you wonder if they don't kill them people off too. Because why would you make a hotter sun damn near 20 times hotter than the actual sun? It makes you wonder if they're gonna kill off their people too. If China come up with some snow in the next couple months, I know something. I swear to God, I know something. And I know a couple people are upset about some of the truthful allegations against what his name is? What you say his name was? His real name was Vietnamese Michael Luther King. Did I get that right? Or was it Marcus Luther King? What y'all say his real name was again? I think it's Michael. But don't be surprised, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you
Don't be
say, Ty?
surprised. I said, did you say the dude name was again? Michael Luther King? Or was it Marcus?
Oh, don't get me started. Michael Luther King.
Yeah. Michael Luther King. But don't be surprised, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They've been lying to us about history all this goddamn time. Don't be surprised. Just accept it and keep it moving. Just accept it and keep it on moving. Shit.
Coleman say your mic in and out. I can hear you though.
He said I'm in and out.
That's what Coleman said. I can hear you though. But yeah, we just wanted to come live for a hot second, get the filler thing since I was blackballed. I was blackballed. They took my live the last time I went live and they kicked me out of both of my accounts. But yeah, I'm gonna start having to come live to get used to talking. And then we can run it up. No, I'm just playing. So yeah. Ty.
What's good?
You don't sound like you in and out to me. You want to say anything before I do the outro?
Like I said, be sure y'all sub up to all the Nami pages and myself. Like I said, we will be bringing truth raw and uncut, at least, you know what I'm saying, once, twice a week on my channel or on the Nami's channel. So if y'all not afraid of the real, raw, and uncut truth, be sure y'all sub up and to tap in with us. We appreciate everybody that came out. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see y'all next time.
Hey, Amber.
Only thing exists is energy and the spirit. The mystery of the Bible. All this shit is talking about is darkness light coming from darkness. You understand where I'm coming from here? And so Jesus becomes Satan by conquering Satan, because Satan was in the beginning. In the beginning there was chaos. So Christ, I put Jesus in there for the Christians, but Christ becomes Satan. You see what I'm saying? Reborn. Which Satan is also Osiris, also too. You see. So when Jesus or Horus defeats or conquers something, he consumes it by becoming that which he consumes. The beast is ultimately what Horus in the Bible or Jesus that they put there at that particular part, which is Horus, becomes. That's the mystery to this type shit.
With that old nana, with that old nana, yeah. I can make you